Well, the statute is different on the state level than it is on the federal level. But the answer is we don't know. We actually have state lawmakers huddling with attorneys as we speak to come up with an answer, because of course impeachment means removal from, is a trial by which you remove an executive or any other position from office. So now that he is removing himself through the resignation process, is a question whether they even can go forward with the impeachment process itself. The argument is that this shortchanges the people of the state of New York and doesn't allow them to get any final report or anything else on the procedure. So the argument here is that they should go forward. I think you probably see your typical political divide here. I'm sure Republicans will want more to keep this going and go forward, and Democrats may not have so much the stomach for that. Yes, from what I've been told, both those investigations will go forward, particularly the nursing homes, because, and again, there may be other people culpable here besides the governor. And then the question will be whether there is legal responsibility beyond, again, because the only punishment that the legislature can mete out is removal from office. Then it'll be a question whether the local district attorneys and law and for federal officials may want to move on any of these things. Well, I would advise her to hit the ground running, put her own personal style and stamp on state government. I think it's important for her to have a different style than Andrew Cuomo. I mean, Andrew Cuomo was known as somebody who would coerce you, and some would say bully you into his positions. I think with her experience in government, I expect there to be a different tone. I expect there to be more a compromiser, somebody who wants to reach out to all sides to try and get things done. But she's got basically a year to really put this, 10 months really, to put this personal stamp on the governorship. She's got to show that she's a strong leader, but somebody who can work with others. Particularly on some of the very big problems that are facing New York. Now, she's, in a way, it's teed up for her to do well. I think people in Albany are probably yearning for a different leadership style after I think a certain amount of Cuomo fatigue that was going on there. I think the other thing is that if Washington can finally get their act together and get this infrastructure bill done, the state's going to get a lot of money to spend on infrastructure projects. So the timing might be very, very good for her. Well, it's extremely challenging, but that's why it's a wonderful opportunity for her. If she can come in, hit the ground running, really look like she's in charge and can show strong leadership and cooperation at the same time, it's a very good opportunity for her. But if she succeeds, she may be the nominee of her party come June of next year when the primary is scheduled, and then we'll see who she faces in the general election on the Republican side, because they have a primary as well. Oh, I was surprised. I mean, I would have, if I was a betting man, I would have bet on him fighting it out to the end. That's his reputation, that's his style. But the honest fact might be that today was the end. He might have counted noses, realized he didn't have the support in state government, that he wasn't going to survive an impeachment process. So today may have been the end. So he said he was going to fight to the end, but the realization may have hit him that this is the end. I'm not 100% clear what the state constitution says about that. I'm trying to remember the last time there was a vacancy in the lieutenant governorship would have been when Patterson took over for Spitzer. And I don't remember whether he appointed a lieutenant governor or not. I don't know if the position was kept vacant for the rest of his term or not. And I just don't remember that. Well, they probably do. And remember, it's not just the three governors. It was also the three men in a room at one point. All three of the three men in the room have all been forced out of office because of legal problems. So it's not just the three governors. And again, this is another golden opportunity for Kathy Hochul to change that culture of Albany. Change that culture of secrecy and doing things without transparency. This is again, it is teed up for her to really affect change in Albany. I guess everybody's probably asking what's next for Andrew Cuomo, and I mean I've been asked whether I think he can come back politically, and my very very short answer to that is no. I can't see any possibility of him coming back politically, but I mean just because you're dead politically doesn't mean you're dead, for real. He could have a third act in him where he comes back as some sort of think tank, or maybe something that's charity related, or who knows. There's life after politics. So he may very well have a third act in him, but politically I can't see it.